You're in tune with Andy Williams.
Music just for you, just for you.
We, of course, have mentioned that we have a brand new quiz in the first hour for 2025, and it's none other than Andy Williams' A to Z of Britain. Yeah, I almost scored at World of Sport, which of course was the 2024 version of our first hour quiz. But welcome to the first quiz of 2025. It's Andy Williams' A to Z of Britain. Essentially, I'm going to go round Britain. But in alphabetical order. So we're going to choose a city or a town each week. Basically, we are going to be playing you, or we're going to actually read out 5 questions about that particular city or town. To make it easier, like we did with World of Sport, we're going to give you 3 answers. One of them is correct, 2 of them are not, and you just have to choose which one you think is the correct answer. So 5 multi-choice questions, all about a city or a town. We're starting with the letter A, and we're going to be starting with the city of Aberdeen in Scotland is our first quiz city for 2025 for our first hour quiz. Right, is everyone ready in the studio? That's the main thing.
Absolutely ready. I'm looking forward to this.
Okay, marvellous. Hopefully on the wards, if you would like to take part, get yourself a pen or a pencil, a bit of paper. Going to have 5 questions, choices of A, B or C for each question, and write down what you think is the correct answer. Right, are we ready for a bit of music? I think that's what we need, isn't it? So... Okay, here we go. I like it. The Rule Britannia dance mix version. I love it. Right, okay. First question. Aberdeen is also known by what name? Is it A, the Steel City, B, the Granite City, or C, the Clay City? Aberdeen is also known by what other name? The Steel City, the Granite City, or the Clay City? Okay, question 2. One football team that we know about in Aberdeen is none other than Aberdeen FC. Of course, formerly managed by Sir Alex Ferguson as well, you may remember. But what is their nickname? What's the nickname of Aberdeen FC, or the one that they more commonly go by? Is it the Deans? A, the Deans. Is it B, the Abbas? Or is it C, the Dons? What is the nickname of Aberdeen Football Club? Is it A, the Deans, B, the Abbas, or C, the Dons? Are we okay with those first 2 questions?
Yep.
Okay. Right, question 3. What item of stationery was invented in Aberdeen? Is it A, self-sealing envelopes? Is it B, sellotape? Or is it C, Tipp-Ex? What item of stationery was it? By the way, does everyone know what Tipp-Ex is? By the way, yes, we're okay with that.
Correction fluid.
Correction fluid, yeah. Probably everyone's going, what? What's this Tipp-Ex thing? Correction fluid, yeah. Back in the day when you didn't have computers. And
That's a brilliant question. I really like that.
What item of stationery was invented in Aberdeen? Was it A, self-sealing envelopes, B, sellotape, or C, Tipp-Ex? Okay, now, one of the things that Aberdeen is famous for is it has a lot of golf courses. But how many golf courses? Is it A, between 50 and 60 golf courses? Is it B, between 60 and 70 golf courses? Or is it C, it's more than 70 golf courses? So how many golf courses are in Aberdeen? A, between 50 and 60, B, between 60 and 70, C, over 70 golf courses. As you might imagine, Aberdeen is quite a large city in Scotland. It's the 3rd largest city in Scotland, in fact, with a population of how many people? Is it A, between 50 and 100,000 people? Is it B, between 100 and 200,000 people? Or is it C, more than 200,000 people? Okay, so population of what is the 3rd largest city in Scotland, A, between 50 and 100,000, B, between 100 and 200,000, or C, over 200,000? Okay, we have 5 questions. Do we have 5 answers in the studio?
I do, but I might need some Tipp-Ex.
Hospital Radio.
We've got our first quiz, our brand new first hour quiz. Andy Williams is A to Z of Britain. We've started in Scotland, and we started in the city of Aberdeen. And let's see. Mark doesn't think he's done particularly well.
No.
Well, let's see how well he has actually done, along with Brian, and if you've taken part on the awards as well, how well you've done also. Okay, so Aberdeen is also known by what other name? A, the Steel City, B, the Granite City, or C, the Clay City? I want to start with Mark, actually. What did you go with, Mark?
There's some logic behind this, because when we did the World of Sport and we did curling, one of the islands on Scotland was known for mining granite, and because Aberdeen is in Scotland, I went with B.
Okay, Mr. Brian Collin?
Well, Steel City is Sheffield.
Yeah.
Granite, I think, is Edinburgh. So I went with C.
Oh, right, Clay City. Okay, and it's actually because there's a lot of buildings in Aberdeen made of granite. Yeah. And it is known as the Granite City, yeah. I should actually say I might have got that one right as well. So, point to Mark. Nothing for Brian at this particular point. Yet.
Still time.
Question 2. Aberdeen Football Club, of course, famous, certainly famous in that they had a famous manager and also won the European Cup Winners' Cup back in the day as well, and doing quite well in the Scottish League this season also, but they are known by another name, their nickname, as every football club tends to have, but what is it though? Are they known as the Deans, which is option A, option B, the Abbas, or option C, the Dons? Mr. Brian Conlon, what did you go with?
I went with A, the Deans. The Dons are Wimbledon, and I know people can share a nickname, but I went with the Deans because the Abbas just doesn't sound right.
The Abbas. You're trying to suggest I made that up? Mark, what did you go with?
I am actually going to suggest that you made 2 others up, because the Abbas, A, and the Deans, or whichever one it was, the first 2, just sound like ones that you've made up on the spot. So I went for C, the Dons.
And the reason why the answer is C, the Dons, is because Aberdeen Football Club is right by the River Don in Aberdeen, and that's why it's known as the Dons. Yeah, so you're right, actually, Brian. Wimbledon were also known as that as well. But Aberdeen, the Dons is their name. So another point to Mark. Well done, Meredith. Also got that correct as well when we tried this quiz earlier tonight. Okay, question 3. What item of stationery was invented in Aberdeen? Was it A, self-sealing envelopes, B, sellotape, or C, Tipp-Ex? Mark, what did you go with, please?
I'm going to go all Blue Peter on you here. I think it was sticky back plastic, also known as sellotape.
Sellotape,
B.
Okay. B. Brian, what did you go with, please?
I went with A, the envelopes.
And it is A, the envelopes. That is correct. Yes, self-sealing envelopes. I want to tell you the year now, but I can't remember actually, but it was some time ago anyway. Self-sealing envelopes were actually invented in Aberdeen. Yeah, can you believe that? Question 4. Aberdeen does have quite a few golf courses, but how many? Is it A, between 50 and 60 golf courses, B, between 60 and 70, or C, more than 70 golf courses? Brian, what did you go with, please?
Down the middle with B.
Between 60 and 70. Okay. Mark, what did you go with, please?
Was that an unintentional golf pun? Straight down the middle as well with me, with B.
Did you go with B as well?
Yes.
Okay. Now, doesn't Donald Trump have a golf course somewhere in Scotland? He does, doesn't he?
Not there, though.
Not there, though.
St
no.
Andrews, isn't it?
I can't remember where it is. I know he's got one somewhere. But anyway, the answer is C. There's more than 70 golf courses in the city of Aberdeen. Unbelievable. I mean, I'm thinking, like, where are they all? Where are they all? But that is the correct answer. Okay, question 5, and our final question for our Andy Williams' A to Z of Britain. Aberdeen is the 3rd largest city in Scotland, but with a population of how many people? A, between 50 and 100,000 people. B, between 100,000 and 200,000 people. or C, more than 200,000 people? Okay, Mark, again, back to you for the last time.
I went for the highest number, more than 200,000, which was C.
Okay, Brian, what did you go with, please?
B.
B. Okay, the correct answer is there is more than 200,000 people living in Aberdeen. So that is the correct answer for the question 5. Okay, so it is time to tot up those points, and it is time to see how well we've done. I've got a feeling I know. So, Brian, out of 5, how many did you get there?
1.
1 out of 5. Mark?
3 somehow.
3 out of 5. He said he wasn't going to do very well, and he's taken the first week on Andy Williams's A to Z of Britain.
Requests and dedications on Hospital Radio.
This is your free 24-hour radio station. Radio Heartbeats.
Playing the music you love.
Hospital Radio.